Last class, we have discussed about different types of organisms depending on the number of cells present in the body, like unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now let's study the different shapes of the cells. Multicellular organisms are made of many cells. All the cells present in the body of these organisms are not of the same size. They vary in their shapes. The shape of these cells are related to the specific functions that has to be performed. That's why some cells have spherical shape, some have elongated cells, some have pointed cells, etc. Here we can see the shapes of RBC and WBC. The shape of RBC or red blood cells are round and biconcave, and white blood cells have an amoeboid shape, that is, they do not have an exact shape. Their shape is like amoeba, which always changes its shape. Next, we have the nerve cell. It is elongated and branched. Here, you can see branches coming out of the nerve cells. The purpose of the nerve cell is to conduct the impulses from one part of the body to another. That is why they have this shape. Some of the cells, like muscle cells, are long and pointed at both ends. They exhibit a spindle shape. Spindle shape means pointed at both ends. Now, there are many cells which can change their shape, which means that they do not have a constant shape. We can say that the shape appears irregular. It keeps on changing its shape. Amoeba is an example of an organism which is made up of one cell. That is, it is a unicellular organism. Amoeba has no shape, and we can see that the projections of varying lengths protruding out of its body. These are called pseudopodia. Here, in these diagrams, we can see that amoeba is taking its food. If amoeba needs to engulf the food particle, it changes its shape in such a way that the food particle gets trapped inside the amoeba. This method of engulfing food particle is possible because the cell is able to change its shape. Amoeba changes its shape not only for feeding but also for movement. If it wants to move in a particular direction, it extends its pseudopodia towards that direction and moves. Pseudo means false and podia means feet. Hence, pseudopodia means false feet. In amoeba, there is no feet actually, and the body of amoeba, it keeps on changing its shape to act like a feet. And that's how it moves from one place to another. Another example of a cell that changes its shape is WBC or white blood cells. It is not an organism, but it is a cell present in an organism. These WBC are the immune cells that can engulf bacteria and other pathogens. They can change shape easily and produce enzymes that digest the pathogens. In this way, it protects our body. Do you know this is why WBC are called soldiers of the body?